our beautiful first chopper, is gonna get some maintenance runs done.
That's the actual main power to the aircraft. Then you've got your fuel pumps right here.
So today we're back at the Boulder City Airport where the helicopter here, our beautiful first chopper, is gonna get some maintenance runs done, and they're gonna do some checks, they're gonna open it up, they're gonna get it ready to fly. Now we're not gonna fly it today because, well, there's just no insurance on it yet. Next, we're gonna paint it interior, but we wanna make sure everything works, right? I mean, these guys over here are doing their best job and kind of explaining what they had to do to put it all together. The last time you saw it was disassembled. So at what point from where we saw it last is it at now?
It is basically 100% ready to go. All we've got left to do is do the ground maintenance runs on it, track and balance, which we've done all the ground on it so far. We've done all the leak checks on it. We've done all the avionics checks on it. We actually brought it back inside from last time you saw it and painted the interior black.
So that's the first step of the interior, right? So
Correct.
We've got all the black up there.
Yep.
And so then we're gonna get the cool colored seats,
Yep.
which I think we're gonna go with orange. That seems like the best idea because orange is the new red.
Yep.
I think we found carbon fiber flooring as well.
Yep.
So that's gonna be a real possibility. We're gonna put the carbon floor in there. And so we're gonna have some.
will be on the back here.
Yep, we're gonna have that beautiful just royalty. Where's Tony's shirt? We're doing this one. We're doing that logo right there. Okay. So that's gonna be really, really cool. And for picture opportunities, I mean, just for overall aspect of beauty, this thing's gonna be on point. I'm pretty excited for it. I mean, I'm assuming you guys are excited too, because for the past, what, 10 years, 5-Star's really only done the same logo, right?
Yep.
The same design.
Yep.
And I feel like it's a little boring now.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Time to spruce it up.
Absolutely.
You know, especially in 2020, we all need something to smile at, right?
Coronavirus!
Okay, so, I mean, I don't know shit about helicopters, okay? So if I'm gonna sit in here and maybe go over what the avionics do and what all that stuff, it's just basic stuff. I mean, we don't have to go in crazy detail, but it is pretty intense and it's kind of overwhelming to sit up here. I mean, look at this. Like, look how many buttons there are, you know? You guys think I should learn how to fly a helicopter? I'm Tony. If I learn how to fly a helicopter, you getting in it with me?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Because I feel like
I'm safe.
one of these like go like this and just to mess with us. In a helicopter right here, if you do that, you're going down.
Allegedly. Okay,
Oh,
allegedly.
okay.
There's a lot of helicopters over here, and not a lot of them go down all the time. So it's all like I'm gonna think about it. Okay. So what do we got?
All right, so we're powering everything on right now, so we can see what everything actually does.
Okay, so just basic stuff. I mean,
okay, so this is your rotor RPM.
that's
right
RPM
here.
gauge. Cool.
So that lets us know how fast the rotor system is moving. And then these are all of your engine parameters and transmission parameters here. Hours, fuel gauge.
We need that to be full.
Yep, just standard clock right here. These are multi-function displays here that we've installed into the aircraft. Then you've got your torque gauge here, your T4, which is your engine temperature gauge, and your NG gauge.
And then why do we have 250 switches?
Okay, all of these switches do different things. So you've got instrument lights here. As you can see, that turned
Sure.
on all the lights here. You got pulse lights, position lights, and these are all of the lights outside of the
Okay, so we got light switches.
Yep, these are
Okay.
all light switches.
And then these are...
That's the actual main power to the aircraft. Then you've got your fuel pumps right here. Accessory power, avionics power.
So you have to use every single one of these switches when you fly?
Just about, yeah.
Wow.
Depending on what you're doing.
Is this to fire bullets?
No. These can be configured to do all kinds of different things.
But like normally in like a
Most of these
video
switches are
game,
dead.
you would just push that and then you would fire, right?
Yeah, but this one triggers the ICS system inside the aircraft and the radios.
Can we install guns?
No, there will be no guns.
Not even a fire blanks.
No, there will be.
Come on.
I'm rethinking my helicopter experience right now. He said no guns. I thought that would have been a
guns.
great experience. All right, so if we're gonna start it and you're gonna do your ground runs, what does that entail? Because ground runs to me, I feel like you got to fly on the ground. That's what it would assume.
No, ground runs are just having the aircraft staying on the ground. The aircraft will go to 100% power, and we'll run everything. And then that's for us to check for leaks, make sure all of our instrumentation is reading properly, and that the track and balance of the blades are the way they're supposed to be.
So it's supposed to like hover, basically. But like it can.
It can, but it'll stay on the ground. It will not hover today.
Cool. All right, well, let's just start this thing up.
All right, we will grab our pilot for that.
Jim.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been flying helicopters?
What year is it? 2020?
Yeah,
19
don't forget
years.
2020. Don't forget that one. You're never going to forget 2020.
No, 19 years.
Are you enjoying it?
That's probably the best job I've ever had.
Have you crashed yet?
I've never crashed.
See? He never crashed.
That's because he's not Houston. Well, you don't crash that often. It's just you like I said, you like to mess with us. One quick jerk of the stick, man, you're upside down.
Can you fly a helicopter upside down?
You can take it upside down. It won't stay inverted though.
Okay, you feel safer now?
I do.
Okay, see? I'm basically getting a helicopter license soon, all right? How long does it take for me to get a pilot's license to fly myself? Not to fly people.
Depends on how much you practice, but essentially you could have a private pilot license in 3 to 6 months.
Oh,
Done.
Hydraulic check to make sure the hydraulic system is working properly.
Okay, so now we're gonna start it outside so you guys can see the ergonomics of what these motors are, transmissions and turbos and all the correct terminology for helicopters do. But this is pretty interesting to me because, you know, I'm a pretty big mechanic buff. I mean, I love this kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, it's a little incomprehensible for me sometimes to just get into something like this and just watch it all work, but this might be entertaining. pretty exciting, huh, Tony?
It's extremely exciting.
Like it's not real.
Exciting.
It's like not real
No,
until
it's-
you're in it, right?
It's
like
that's true.
now it
And
runs.
You see a black helicopter, and you're like, oh, we're gonna have a black helicopter, and it's like, all right, one step even closer. The interior's painted, which is so dope. It's just so cool.
We're
seeing it
looking at
all
like
come
2
together.
weeks, maybe less.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks away. So Vegas essentially is going to open up in 2025. If Steve's still our governor, we're going for 2025. All right, he's going to extend it 2 weeks at a time, guys.
Yep.
Just
So we all
kidding.
don't kill each other.
We assume we're going to be probably the beginning of the summer. May 15th, start of phase 1. June 1st, start of phase 2. And there is no such thing as phase 2 at the moment yet. We just got a phase 1. So my point is that we're going to be perfectly timed to just launch the new royalty choppers literally like the day that we open. And I think what I'm going to do for introductory special, right, is anybody that books a 24-hour rental is definitely getting a ride on this thing. So we'll include, you know, one seat on the helicopter for you, and it's going to be fucking epic, just epic.
Amazing.
We're going to have the longest strip tour in the city. We're going to have the nicest helicopter. We have a great lounge. We're going to just do so much work to make sure that your experience is so much farther away than what you can imagine. It'll be so amazing that you'll want to do it like 10 more times, because I already want to get back in the helicopter and do it again.
If you've rented a car with us, it's an extension of our rental car company.
Yep.
It's all of the cool stuff that we do in the rental cars and taking it to literally
New
the sky.
heights.
That too.
New heights.